Hi, my lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. Today, we're going to do a gentle yin flow for flexibility and relaxation. Be sure to grab some props if you need them, possibly blankets, and come to your mat. Sitting cross-legged, take your left hand to the mat and stretch your right arm up overhead until you feel the right rib cage opening. You can press into your left hand to create a little more engagement in this pose. Really allowing yourself to start off gently coming into your body. And bringing your right hand over to the right side now and gently lifting the left hand up and over until the left rib cage opens. Feeling the sensations in the left side body. You may want to press slightly into the supporting hand and see how that feels different. Coming to center, clasping your hands together, pressing your palms away from you, and bringing your hands up overhead so the palms go towards the sky. Chest opens as you gently lean back, shining your heart forward, opening your heart to possibility, to love. Starting with a place of gratitude today, thinking of one thing you can be grateful for. Gently release the hands. Can interlace them behind your low back and lift them away from the torso. Opening the back shoulders. Gently lean forward as far as you can to get that nice opening in the shoulders and the upper back. Finding a little surrender here. You can release the hands, come up to seated. Bring your feet out in front of you, preparing for a forward fold. Start by flexing the feet and engaging the legs. Reaching your hands to the sky, leaning forward towards your toes. Kind of find a little bit of engagement here. And notice the strength you can bring into this seemingly relaxing pose. Now just allow your body to fall forward, letting go of any tension in the legs, upper body, just melting over towards the floor, letting everything go. Bringing your focus into the body. Is there anywhere that you're holding tension that you can allow a little bit of ease to flow to? Sending breath to those areas and mindfully relaxing. Can slowly begin to bring a little bit of more life into the body. Getting ready to make your way back up to seated. Nice and slow, no rush. Finding your way upright. Maybe taking some stretches in the shoulders. Turning your body over to the right. Keeping your feet straight out in front of you. And going over to the left now. Just kind of relaxing some of that tension in the back. Sweep your legs around behind you. Come onto your knees, tucking your toes under so you're sitting on the backs of your heels with your toes facing forward and the weight of your body resting, pressing down onto the toes. Sitting up nice and straight. If this is too intense, you can take a block beneath the tailbone, or you can begin to lean forward, taking a little bit of the weight off of the toes. Closing the eyes, breathing deeply and sending breath to the discomfort. It's a great opening in the front of the shins here, at the front of the legs. You can begin to lean forward, take your hands to the mat, untuck the toes, and tap the tops of the feet on the mat to release some of that tension. Bring your heels a little bit wider apart to touch the edge of the mat. And sit down between the two heels with the tops of your feet on the mat. And you can begin to lean back for hero's pose. You can either come onto your elbows, onto your hands, or all the way onto your back. If this is creating a lot of tension and a little bit of pain in the knees, my suggestion would be to place a block or a pillow beneath the tailbone so there's not as much pressure twisting your knees, which is why I'm going to get up here in the video and go grab myself a pillow. If you can do it without that, great, but no shame in using props. As you can see, I've come onto the elbows here and then slowly lower down onto my back. And of course, you can just gently lean back and have your weight on your hands as well. Meet yourself where you're at. We don't want to go too far and get stuck. Breathing. Take your hands to the mat and slowly press yourself up to seated, removing any props if you use them. Take your knees together in front of you and allow your chest and your forehead to come down towards the mat, hands stretched out to the top of the mat for a nice closed-legged forward fold. You don't need to stretch your arms out, just let everything go. Come into a place of surrender with your forehead either to a block, a pillow, or to the mat if that's accessible to you. Maybe bringing your hands to touch and forming a gentle little triangle around your head. And from this place of deep surrender, what is available to you? Is there anything you can let go of to move forward with your day a little bit lighter? Beautiful. Starting to come up onto all fours. Begin to bring your right foot forward to the top of the mat and sink your hips down towards the front of the mat. Hands on the inside of the right foot. You can take them to blocks if that's a little bit easier for you. Or you can even come down onto your elbows, whatever is juicy for you today. I want to feel a nice deep opening in the hips here. You can slowly begin to make your way out of that pose. Maybe take a quick little counter stretch on that front leg. And then bring it back to meet the left. Slip the left foot forward to the top of the mat, bending that left knee and sinking into that right hip. Really allowing everything to open, relaxing into the pose. Either hands can be on blocks, on the floor, or you can even come down to your elbows if that's comfortable to you. Relax the back of the neck, bringing as little tension as possible into the pose. And gently press yourself back, straightening that front leg, taking a quick stretch at the back of the leg, and taking your left foot to meet the right. Come to sit on your tailbone and bring your legs out in front of you. Gently lower yourself down onto your back. Bring the palms of your feet together just beneath your tailbone and allow your knees to fall open to either side of the mat for Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands can be beside you on the ground with your palms facing up or resting gently on your belly, whichever feels great to you. Noticing the breath flow in and out of the body. And doing a scan, checking in with yourself. And revisiting that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Knowing that when you do these practices of release, it creates room for the new. Allow your legs to come long down the mat. You can take a pillow or a block just beneath your shoulders, otherwise just keeping your back on the mat. And allow everything to fall open as you lie here in Shavasana, final rest pose. A true surrender as you let go of any muscular tension in the body. And allow your breath to move freely in and out of the lungs. Can slowly begin to move move gently the arms and legs, maybe rolling out the ankles and the wrists, bringing a few small movements back into the body, taking a nice big stretch and finding your way up to seated. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice of release and allowed some new energy to flow into your body. If you like these videos, be sure to click below and subscribe to my subscription channel. We'll see you in the next one. Namaste.